Happy Christmas Eve and a very happy last day of a very jelly Christmas. Finally, for day 7, I'm going to be doing something very special to us, which is a very jelly Christmas bauble. I've made a jelly bauble for every year that we've been a family. It's a tradition that I want to continue for as long as I can, documenting what our life has been like that year. Take a look at our shorts or our other social media platforms, where I've got the videos of how I made this. This year, however, we've got a new addition to the family, which is little Winnie. So this bauble will be celebrating our growing little jelly family.
Get comfy, grab your gingerbread cushion and a nice warm mug of hot chocolate, and let's get started. I had a couple of ideas for the bauble. Similar to the previous baubles I've done, they were designed to be inside the clear circular bauble, but instead, as this was a pretty big year for us, it needed to be a big new design. I designed a simple fireplace with 4 mini stockings, one for every member of the jelly family. First step, I need to make the fireplace, so I would know the sort of size everything else needed to be. I used some sturdy cardboard and made up some simple rectangles for the fireplace base and mantelpiece, gluing them together and leaving them to dry before moving on to the stockings. My idea was to sew patchwork style stockings. I grabbed my scrap fabric collection and picked out a few different fabrics to match each member of the family. Blues for Joe, yellows for me, black, brown and white for Pickle, and black and white for Winnie, cutting out lots of mini squares for the patchwork. I did try and hand sew these stockings, but you'll see this didn't quite work out how I wanted. After that disaster, I thought of just sewing onto interfacing, to use it as a sort of backing to hold the fabric together. So, planning out the patchwork, I ironed them onto the backing. This way I could just cut out the stocking shapes and stitch them together, using a blanket stitch with a fairly thick cotton thread, leaving a little loop to hang the stockings up later. For that Christmassy touch, I got this fleece and added a cuff around the tops of the stockings. To make these stockings even more personalised, I stitched on everyone's initial on the cuff too. Now back to the fireplace. It's nice and dry, so time to decorate. Now, if you don't know, we are currently having our entire house renovated, so a lot of my regular craft supplies are in storage. So I didn't have any paint or other art supplies, so Sharpies and crayons it is. Not ideal, but it turns out okay in the end. For the fireplace, I wrapped it up with this thin white foam, filling in any exposed cardboard edges, using a hot glue gun to glue it down. I drew on a few individual bricks and the year on the back too. For the hearth, or bottom of the fireplace, I was struggling to think of how to decorate this, but then accidentally found the perfect thing. The table cover I was drawing on looked like a perfect tile pattern. A little throwback to day 3 of this very jelly Christmas series, I made some mini wool tinsel in green wools to look like a perfect leafy garland. To attach the stockings to the mantelpiece, I coloured some toothpicks in a gold Sharpie and pushed them through the cardboard, eventually gluing the stockings onto the end of the toothpicks so they don't fall off. For the hanging loop, back to my trusty red twine, loop through the top of the mantelpiece, tying a knot underneath. This knot will be hidden inside the top of the fireplace later. Use some hot glue to glue the pieces all together, glue on the garland, then for a final touch, I added the bells from the elf clothes garland to my wool tinsel. And that is the 2024 Jelly Bauble finished.
And that's the end of a very jelly Christmas. I really hope you've enjoyed these past 7 days of crafting videos. I've loved making them. I think I've pretty successfully made a Christmas wonderland in this corner of the room. Let me know what you thought about this little series and which day and craft was your favourite. I would love to make more videos like these, especially once I've got my house back. So maybe next year we can have an even bigger Very Jelly Christmas. So make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, comment down below, anything you can do to help this channel grow, and let me know if you want to see more crafting videos like this for other seasons in the year as well. So from the whole Jelly family to you, we wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.